Howdy, howdy. It is Tuesday, December 7th. This is CP59 Fit Channel. I'm Chip. I normally live in Fort Worth, Texas, but right now I'm up in Northern Virginia, kind of dealing with some health situations with my parents, which I am not going to go into on YouTube. But I think most people, when their parents get older, know that there's going to be some health issues. And I am fortunate to be able to be here and not have to rush back to work, which I was looking at Mother's calendar where she writes everything, and she had Chip leave on Monday because if I was still working, I would have had to have gone back to work on today or yesterday. I don't know what, I think it's Tuesday. So yeah, I would have been probably yesterday because they changed my shift in the last month or so of my employment there. For 3 years, I'd been off Sunday and Monday, so I booked the flight to go back on Monday. But then here recently, with all the staffing shortages and shift changes and all that stuff, I actually had off, I think it was Friday and Saturday, like a real weekend. And this week I took off Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I guess Saturday and Sunday is a real weekend. And I think that's what I had the last 3 or 4 weeks that I worked, which was one thing that they were trying to do to keep me there. But saying I couldn't come visit my parents was just too much to bear. But that's not what this video is about. It's about why am I alive? If you follow me for very long, you know I had a near miss a little over 6 years ago. If it wasn't for the fast action of State Representative Bill Zedler from the Arlington area of Tarrant County, I would have been dead in 2015. So he saved my life, and the biggest thing, I had a major stroke and was paralyzed on my whole left side at the time when I got rolled into the ER of John Peter Smith Hospital there in Tarrant County, one of the best teaching hospitals in the country. I give them high praise. They are a wonderful, it's more than a hospital. They kind of cover the whole county. They've got clinics all around, and I think they're in some of the schools. So excellent organization. I wish I could get my mother there because I'm not overly thrilled with the hospital that she's going to. But that's neither here nor there either. So let me tell you, after I got released 4 days later, walking out under my own free will with 0 deficits, which means everything worked. I could raise both arms. I can still squeeze. See, how about that? And if I ever think I'm having another one, the first thing I do is take that hand and grab this wrist. And if I can hold on, I know I'm not having another stroke because it affects the whole side of your body. So if you can't stand or your chin droops or something, you know whoever you're looking at is having a stroke, and it's not time to talk to them. It's time to take action, which Representative Zedler did and saved my life. But the number one question I heard after that was, or statement, I guess, maybe it wasn't really a question, a statement. Oh, well, God's not finished with you yet. You got a lot to do, or else you would have been gone. So then the question became, well, and in my mind, I'm like, I wish he would tell me because I don't know why I'm still here. And it's taken about a little over 6 years, and actually a video yesterday, a video influencers conference that I was watching where the young man in charge basically told his story, why he got into this type of work. And it involved a breakup with his girlfriend, a car wreck, suicidal thoughts. And I just want to say, the texts are starting to come in. I didn't put my phone on Do Not Disturb this time either because Dad may call saying he's on the way home. My mother has been admitted for the night. But that's enough of that. But this young man thought he was going to die. He said he he flipped his car a couple of times. Not intentionally. It wasn't a suicide attempt, but I guess y'all don't care because you don't know what I'm talking about. But then he crawled out through the windshield and stood on the hood of the crumpled hood, and he could feel the blood draining out. But there was a full moon, and he kind of felt God reach down and let him know there was a purpose in life. He said, I didn't know how to love, I didn't know how to live, and I think that's how I felt when I was given a second chance. I have always called it extra innings, and I don't know how long the extra innings are going to last, so it's a good thing I found out now what my purpose is. And that's the real reason. I mean, why am I alive? It's to fulfill a purpose. What is that purpose? It's to develop this channel for us to build a community where I can share what I've learned. You don't do a lot of research if everything's running along smooth and simple, but when you almost died, then you think, what caused that? And of course, the doctors can't really tell you too much. Oh, you had a stroke. Well, what caused it? Oh, I don't know. Your cholesterol high. No, my cholesterol's not high, and it wasn't high at the time of stroke. I've raised it since then because most of the information about cholesterol is incorrect. What they have found in the last 2 years was people that have a high LDL actually have a better outcome because their immune system works off of LDL, and then you have less severe outcomes is kind of what they're finding. I think it's LDL, high LDL and high vitamin D, which is an indicator of high nitric oxide. If you got the vitamin D because you converted your cholesterol into vitamin D from the sun. In order to be in the sun, you're going to get nitric oxide, which tends to be the reason you live longer when your vitamin D is high. It's not necessarily the vitamin D, so supplements aren't the best thing. Getting out in the sun is. So I'm going to tell you quickly my reason. I think I figured out yesterday my reason for being here is to build a community through this channel, through my CP59Fit Facebook page, and then use the CP59 Instagram page to bring in other people. Although we can't chat on that, I guess they'll have to transfer over to the Facebook page for us to interact with. I really want some of y'all on Facebook that are in that group to start posting. It's not, this is Chip's page, let's all listen to him. I want to be a part of it, but I don't want to be the only part of it. I don't want it to be my journal or my diary. I want y'all to say, oh, well, because I listened to Chip, I started eating meat, and this is the result I had. Because I'm listening to CP59 Fit, I'm now lower carb, and I've lost 5 pounds, but I have trouble with ice cream, so what do? You know, let's make it a real community so that I can find out what you need me to research. Because most of us don't understand what these, what do they call them, research studies are about. And you got to go to like page 600 in the fine print, you know, end note number or footnote number 375. It actually tells you what they found, even though it's buried somewhere deep. And that's the problem with most of the studies on cholesterol is what the newspaper headline and what the news headline is what they want to produce, but you really have to dig deep. And I listen to doctors that dig deep, and then I sort it out and put it in terms that laymen can understand. So I'm going to tell you, my purpose in life is to help other people live healthier lives as they use unconventional healthy living strategies to age gracefully, or age healthy aging will be my theme. So yeah, I'm going to keep the CP59 Fit name, but I need 100 subscribers, so there's a little red, white, and blue button over in this corner, I think is where it would be. If you're on a phone, you're going to have to go to full screen to see it, and it'll be right outside of the video. And that's the button you can subscribe to this channel. I hope that I need to get to 100 subscribers so that YouTube gives me the option of putting a name in my URL. So it'd be like youtube.com/CP59Fit. Right now it's a random bunch of numbers and letters, which nobody, you know, I can't give that out for people to find me. But if you Google CP59Fit, it brings up this YouTube page, it brings up my Facebook page, and it brings up my Instagram page. So let's really work on building a community and be there to support each other. What I really learned in this video influencer is you have to give and serve for these channels to be successful. So this channel really has taken a turn since I've been up here in Virginia. I'm in holiday extravaganza or film palooza or whatever they call it, to try to get a video posted every day through the holidays to get me up to that 100 by the time I go home in early to mid-January. So I may wear you out, but I think honestly, the ones that want to be in community with me will be, and the ones that don't won't show up. So don't just right now you can click the subscribe button, but I actually want people that are going to listen to the videos and that are going to provide input so I know what to talk about in a future video. And yes, things aren't great in my life at the moment because of some ongoing health issues with the parents, but I'm not going to stop doing what I exist to do while I worry about that, because I'm not really the type to worry, but it is a little bit um, worrisome when you're going in and out of the hospital. And I'm up here to visit with them, and I can't go because hospitals are only allowing one family member a day. And generally, I may see if I can get over. But she got out for a few days, so I've seen her. Uh, but yeah, it's a challenge. But anyway, give me as much love and support as you can on this. I'll talk to you soon, and expect me to be pouring more and more information out to y'all in the very near future. God bless. Bye bye.